Alright, I'm gonna do a couple stories. This first one's called Eyeball. And you see this? That's the cornea. That's what you've injured. The doctor was kind and pointed to the model and explained everything to Daniel slowly. Daniel nodded his head continually. We've already learned about the eye in science class. He stood there silently for a second, unblinking. Here's the bad news. You have to wear a patch over your eye for the next 6 weeks. 6 weeks? I know it seems like a long time, but the more time the eye has to heal, the better off you'll be in the long run. You listen to the doctor, Mr. Deadeye, his mother said as she rubbed him on the head. Can I get one with a skull and crossbones? Sure thing, Tiger, the doctor said and patted him on the shoulder. He marked something down on the chart and handed Daniel's mother 2 prescriptions. The Xanax is for you, he said to her. Don't freak out like that again. I'm sorry, doctor. I just panicked over my little man. He's the only one I have, his mother said, giving him a tight hug against her chest. Daniel thought, maybe, just maybe, she'd done more than panicked when they got to the emergency room. He'd been playing with his BB gun, and a shot ricocheted off the can and bounced back off his gun and against his eyeball. It was a Kennedy Magic Bully theory shot, Daniel thought. Too bad he didn't get it on video. Once inside the sliding doors, his mother dragged him by the arm as he held a wet cloth to his eye. She let loose a torrent of hellfire and brimstone. Instead of filling out some paperwork like she was asked, she began to scream, "Someone better help my son right now, or else I'm going to let loose the thunder of the Lord." It was fortunate the hospital staff was there to help her when she fainted moments later and dropped to the floor. A nurse called the situation a 2-for-1 special. His mother complained about the headache the entire way home, even after she placed a pill under her tongue and moaned in pleasure. When they returned home, his father and his friends were in the backyard shooting empty beer cans with the BB gun. "I'm not going back to the hospital tonight," she yelled and took the weapon away. Pointing it downward and screaming at her husband for being a bad example, she shot herself in the foot. "Do you want to go back to the emergency room now?" his father asked. Alright, this next one's called In a Pinch, and it's St. Patrick's Day themed, but I believe has a little bit of zombie undertones. His worst nightmare came true. He wasn't wearing green, and all the other kids were. He was a walking bullseye for pinches. It was safe in the class, under the watchful eye of his teacher, but out on the playground it was war. St. Patrick's Day at an elementary school can truly be torture. He was at the back of the pack as his classmates ran outdoors like raging lunatics. He hoped beyond hope no one would notice when he was the only kid who wasn't wearing green. The 3rd graders in Miss Jones' class had already descended upon poor Grady Walker by the tire swings. Every green goblin around him took a turn, giving him a hard pinch on the arm. He sneaked around to the other side of the gym, unable to watch the tragedy any longer. He found the kids who played Magic the Gathering as they spoke in strange tongues about hit points and ogres. "Hey dude, you're hiding too? The other kids are over there." One of the kids pointed underneath the trailer deck. The portable classroom was as close to sanctuary as he was going to get. He found a couple of girls and another boy waiting underneath for the bell to ring. "Go away! They're going to find us if you're here too." "I wasn't seen, I swear." As soon as he said it, the unthinkable happened. The blonde-headed beauty of his class, Chelsea, spotted him as she came around the corner looking for targets. "Patrick, I found another one." They came on like zombies in a movie going after fresh meat and chased him around the other side of the gym. A mob waited for him on the other side that included Grady, who stood and waited to inflict equal pain he himself received. They chanted in low tones, "Patty, Patty, Patty," as Patrick, the ringleader, tightened the circle for the pinch party. "Wait! I know how to do this. I have green underwear on," Daniel yelled out. His bluff was met with murmurs. Had they gotten an innocent in their haste? What were they to do? Let's see, a shorter kid from another class said. I'm not showing you my underwear in front of everyone. Then how are you going to prove it? He hesitated. That was all the mob needed to prove he was lying. Get him! The short kid yelled out, and surrounded, he sank into a sea of pinches from every side, on every part of his body. It hurt more than when he nearly chopped his finger off on the garage door rail. The bell rang just in time before the worst damage was done. His glasses had fortunately been spared, though when he brushed himself off the ground, he found them dirty. Back in class, his skin glowed rosy red as he stood in front of the class and recited multiplication tables. He never did like the holiday.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys.
Woo!
Let's get some music back up here.
Encore! Encore! Encore!